What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at y'all with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully y'all are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, or my TikTok. If y'all want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. Hopefully my notification gang pulls through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Saggy. So let's go ahead and get it cracking, and let's see what we got going on, man. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you all are well, and let's see what's going on here, baby. Messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Saggy? Messages for Team Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Saggy, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Sagittarius, overall energy for you is going to be the moon in reverse. So you could be connecting here with potentially a Piscean for a few of you. Having a look here into your current energy, Pisces card coming up here again. We do got here the Hangman in reverse, and then having a look here at what it is you're dealing with. We got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and then lastly for you, Sagittarius, we do got here the Page of Cups upright for your outcome. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Well, Sagittarius, setting foot here into your next 24 hours, moon in the reverse here to the Hangman card in the reverse position. Now with the moon card in reverse, it usually symbolizes kind of like emotional unavailability or not really wanting to connect with your emotions at this time. I do feel like you're trying to release something emotionally, Sagittarius, and having a look at what it is you're dealing with here being the Seven of Pentacles reversed, that usually kind of stands for not wanting to make some sort of investment. So it feels to me like you're not wanting to make an emotional investment, but looking at the outcome here being the Page of Cups, it does certainly look to me though that somebody wants to make an emotional investment in you. So Sagittarius, that seems to be kind of like the combative energy here showing up in your next 24 hours, because it's like you don't want to invest in somebody, but somebody surely wants to invest in you. So I mean, here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, if you're feeling somebody and they want to invest, go for it, right? Don't let nerves hold you back. Don't let fear hold you back. If you like somebody and they like you and both of you match one another's vibes, go ahead and connect with one another, right? But the thing is that if you're uninterested, but somebody here is persistent, then boundaries definitely have to be established. So it kind of goes toward like one or two ways, you know? So Sagittarius, let's say that somebody here wants to invest in you, right? But the only reason you're not investing in them is due to fear. I say let go of that freaking fear, invest in this person and have a fantastic time. But if in your next 24 hours, somebody here is being persistent, Page of Cups, when you don't want to be a part of whatever it is they're offering, then do not be afraid, Sagittarius, to lay down the law and let somebody know here to respect your boundaries, because they need to. If you tell somebody no, there's major power in that, and no needs to be respected. So do keep in mind it will resonate to a few, it won't resonate to all of you, but if there is some sort of romantic pursuit happening in the next 24 hours for you and you're not interested, make sure you lay down the law. But on the other hand though, I do feel for some Sagittarians that you might be potentially interested, but maybe you might feel like there is fear holding you back, or you might feel that it's not the right time, or X, Y, and Z. Here's my thing. If you like somebody and they like you, don't let any excuse hold that back. Go ahead and connect and see what freaking happens, all right? All right, Sagittarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did start out here today with the fire sign. So we're going to go ahead and do fire, water, air, and earth. Jumping on into our water, let's see what we got going on here for the lovely and amazing Pisces gang. What's up, baby? Messages for Team Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here, please? For the zodiac sign of Piscean, messages for Team Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Pisces peeps, we're going to gather this last shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Piscean, overall energy for you is going to be the Judgment in reverse. So you could be connecting here with potentially a Scorpio for a few of you. Having a look here into your current energy, we do got the Four Swords in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we do got here the Chariot, and then looking at the outcome for you, Pisces, what do we got? And we got here the Emperor. So let's go ahead and begin. Piscean, setting foot here into your next 24 hours, we got here the Judgment, a Chariot, and an Emperor. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Cancer, or possibly even an Aries. Now with the Judgment in reverse here paired with the Four Swords in reverse, let's take a look at this. Kind of feels to me like you're in a space right now where you're choosing not to accept a second chance. I kind of think that with the Four of Swords in the reverse showing up over here, this isn't the first time it's happened. So there could be somebody here, Pisces, asking for a second chance or asking for forgiveness, especially when this has probably occurred for you in the past already. Like I already previously mentioned, I don't feel like it's the first time this has happened. But I feel that with whatever it is you're dealing with here being the Chariot, it's like you already want to move on. So you're not interested in second chances. You weren't interested in the first time around, and you're not interested now because Chariot card already represents, I've already moved on, I've already moved forward, so why are you going to try to bring something back up that I'm already far, far away from? So I think that for many of you Pisces, you moved on from a situation, but there is somebody here potentially from your past who's trying to ask either for a second chance or for forgiveness, but you've already moved along this part of your life. You know, this chapter of your life is over, you set it to rest, you don't want to reopen something that you've already completely moved on forward from. Looking at the outcome that's present here being the Emperor card here says, I'm in control of my life, I'm in control of my actions, I'm in control of what I do going forward, and if I've already moved on and made that conscious choice, best believe I'm going to continue to commit to it. So Piscean, I see many of you here just choosing to commit to continuing to just keep on doing your own thing. You don't want to reopen anything. You moved on when you needed to, and you don't want to go back to the past. You want to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So whomever this individual is that's showing up here that may potentially want a second chance or forgiveness, you know, you're in that space where it's like, listen, already moved on, I'm going to keep on keeping on. So there's no point here to try to reopen something that is officially over. You know, it's kind of like the judge here with the gavel, case closed. You know, we're not reopening nothing. This case has been over for a long, long time now. All right. So Mercury's still in retrograde, of course. So a little bit of Mercury showing up here in this reading. I believe it goes direct October 2nd. But regardless, with, you know, this energy showing up, it's pretty typical and it's okay. You know, you did your thing. You moved on. You don't have to go back to the past for nobody, even if that's what they desire. So long as you're happy where you're at, Pisces, and you're happy doing your own thing, don't be afraid here to continue to keep on keeping on. All right, Pisces, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Real quick, let me just respond to somebody in the comments. For Rue is saying, tarot to Jesus, look up the testimonies. This is witchcraft. See the agents trying to block me. Guys, for those of you that follow any religion, you are all advocated to follow whatever kind of religion you believe in. That's totally fine. I don't mind that. But I do ask for respect when it comes towards imposing your religion and your views and your beliefs onto me and other people. At the end of the day, for those of you that feel that, or that are concerned, that if tarot is witchcraft or if it is evil, you know, I've never personally experienced that. I don't believe it's evil. I believe it's all about the person's intentions and what it is that they're doing. You know, I grew up being a Catholic. I'm no longer a Catholic. I have my own beliefs of God, and I do believe in God, to throw that out there for people, and I do believe in source, the universe, whatever you want to call it. But I also believe that everybody has the right to believe in what they resonate with, you know? At the end of the day, most of us all believe in a higher power, and even if you don't, that's okay too. So just throwing it out there, man. For those of you that have your own beliefs, you're welcome to stick by it. You're welcome to abide it. If you feel like tarot goes against what you believe in, that's totally okay too. There's a lot of people that used to do tarot work, they converted to Catholicism or Christianity, and they don't resonate with it anymore. That's dope. You know, if that's what works for you, that's what works for you. But in my experience, I know the love that I have for my own version of God and for source, and I know exactly the intentions that I have behind what it is that I'm doing, and I think it's important to just always respect other people, and as long as you do that, you should be respected back. So just throwing that out there, man. And by the way, I don't even see these types of people as haters. I just see them as, you know, doing what they believe in. I get it, and that's totally okay, but I do think that there has to be a line of respect. Right? So just throwing that out there for anybody who wants to, you know, jump in the chat and, you know, try to like berate me or say I'm evil. I'm not. You know, I'm a perfectly normal guy out here spreading love, doing my thing. But if that's what you think of me, you don't have to watch my content. All right? All right, baby. So we finished up, what's it called? Oh, let me read this comment real quick. Adrian says, I don't need the middleman of the organized religion to communicate with the God, and the tarot in the means of communication between us and the creator. I don't necessarily know what you mean by that. Okay, so I guess you're saying like you don't need tarot in a sense, right, to be able to communicate with source, which is actually totally freaking valid. And I think that's important to represent too. Sorry for everybody who's waiting for signs, but I actually want to talk about this concept real quick as well. We don't need tarot in order to communicate. You know, and I appreciate that, Adrian. You said, I know evil, I don't see anything there. Absolutely. But I think it's important to bring up a point too, that we don't need tarot in order to communicate with source, right? We don't need tarot in order to communicate with God, in order to communicate with our guides and our angels. You know, tarot is something that can be used as a form of entertainment. It could be used as a form of giving messages to the people when they need it, whether or not if people believe in tarot or whatever it is that I do. But I think it's always important to remember, like, whatever you resonate with, you can always connect with God yourself. And if you need that help and if you need that guidance, you can always ask for God to send you those messages or to give you the strength to overcome the things that you need to overcome in your life. And even if you don't resonate with God and you don't believe in God and you just want to, you know, connect with the higher version of yourself, if that's something you believe in, and you want to ask for that extra strength to hone in on, you always can. So, you know, tarot can be used in many forms. It can be used in healing. It can be used as entertainment. It can be used as a way to get a message if somebody needs it. But most importantly, always remember, if you ever need to connect directly with source, you always have the ability to do that. All right, everybody. So I finished up the Pisces. I also finished up the Saggies. So we got water and we got fire. Jumping on in now into our air signs, I believe. Let's see what we got going on here for the lovely and amazing Gemini gang. What's up, baby? Messages for Team Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Gemini, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Gemini, overall energy for you is going to be the Justice in reverse. So you could be connecting here potentially with a Libra here for a few of you. Taking a look here into your current energy, we do got the Three of Swords. Having a look here at what it is you're dealing with, we do got here the Five of Pentacles. And then lastly, for the Geminis, for the outcome, we got here the Emperor in the reverse position. So Gemini, setting foot here into your next 24 hours, Justice in reverse paired with the Three of Swords. I think that for some of you, there's definitely situations right now that you're going through that are painful, and you feel that it's pain that you don't deserve, you know? It's kind of one of those situations where you're saying, what I'm going through isn't just, it isn't right, it's not something that I deserve. And with the Five of Pentacles being what it is you're dealing with, you feel as if you're moving through this energy all on your lonesome, because Five of Pentacles is that energy that's, you know, basically that energy that represents feeling left out in the cold, right? So I feel that overall here for you, you're kind of in the space where you feel like you're going through a lot of pain alone and you don't deserve it. And here's my thing, right? Whatever you're experiencing, whatever you're going through, nobody deserves to feel pain. But unfortunately, the truth is that we do live in a reality of duality, right? We're going to live in a world forever that's going to be merged with high vibrational energy, low vibrational energy, good things, bad things, pain and happiness. And we're all going to get to experience every single side of that all the time. And I think that pain serves a purpose too. You know, despite how painful and how bad it hurts, I think there's a lot to learn from the pain that we endure. I think there's a lot about pain that reminds us of what it's like to be human, because we are so incredibly human. And I think that pain serves its purpose because there's a lot to learn in the pain that we experience. And there's also a lot of strength to be formed from the pain that we experience as well. So for any Geminis that are going through these painful moments of life right now, especially if you feel like you're alone, I want to make that key point that you're not. Because as you're suffering or as you're experiencing pain, people all around you are experiencing it as well. And even if that might not be a message that necessarily brings you comfort, I think the message of comfort I want to provide is that no matter how much pain we experience, it's only a matter of time before we experience bliss. Because we live in a reality of duality, and because feelings are temporary, the pain you feel cannot be something that is a constant that can last forever. Neither can be happiness, because happiness is not a constant that can last forever. But the truth is that if you're in this painful experience, it's only a matter of time before you start to shift into bliss, because you cannot be in pain forever, as pain is only temporary. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like it's important to kind of remind people of that. And even if you feel like you're going through this alone, you're not alone, and you're going to be okay. And if you ever need people to reach out to, don't be afraid to do that either. You know, looking at the outcome here being the Emperor reversed represents you feel like you have no control over it. Well, we don't always have control over our feelings and emotions, because what it is that we feel is what we feel. It's a very natural thing. We can't force ourselves to feel one way or another. Our feelings are our feelings, and those are validated and incredibly important. So Geminis, what I want those of you that are listening to this and resonating with this to know is that if this is what you're experiencing, for one, don't be afraid to reach out to the people that love and care about you and have them be a rock for you in your time of need, because that's totally important to do. And you definitely can do that if that's need be. But also, don't feel like you're going to be in this energy forever. because it 100% will change for you. Because as I mentioned, every emotion we experience is temporary, and the pain can only last so long before bliss comes swooping on in and the good times are popping back up in your life again. So continue to hold on, stick through this, man. Everything's gonna be okay. All right, Gemini, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. You know, I don't love necessarily getting messages of people that are going through pain, but I love to explain the fact that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And that is literally what positivity is. And if you watch my channel, you hear me say it all the time. Like, positivity is the fact that no matter how dark it gets, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel, because every tunnel has to have a light from the surface. So life can get dark, it can get messy, it can get intense, but there's always a good moment there for you as well that you'll eventually work your way back to. So never give up, because I promise you, man, things will shift for you, okay? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our air. We did our water and fire, jumping on into the earth sign. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Capricorn. What's up, baby? Messages for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and gather ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Capricorn, overall energy for you is going to be the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So you could be connecting here with a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look here in the current energy, we do got here the Three of Swords in reverse. Taking a look at what it is you're dealing with, we got here the Ace of Swords reversed, and then looking at the outcome for you, Capricorn, we do have here the Two of Pentacles in the reverse position. So Capricorn, setting foot here into your next 24 hours, let's go ahead and talk about it. If I can hit the button, we got here the Three of Pentacles in reverse here, paired with the Three of Swords reversed. So you don't really feel like you have to work on something anymore, especially something here painful. It's like I've healed, because Three of Swords reverse usually represents healing. So it's kind of like I don't feel like I need to work on this anymore. Like I'm free from a situation, I think. Having a look at what it is you're dealing with, you are dealing with the Ace of Swords in reversed. Ace of Swords in reversed usually kind of represents a lack of communication, probably not choosing to communicate or to involve yourself with someone or something anymore. So Capricorns, I do feel like you've kind of cut the cord a little bit between either you and another person or you and another situation. I think you recognize that you don't want to give any more energy to someone or something else, and you've come to the conclusion that without this person or thing, that your life is in better hands, or that your life is in a better position, if that makes sense. You know, looking at the outcome here being the Two of Pentacles reversed, you don't want to keep a cycle going where you know that if you keep the cycle open, it can potentially throw you back into a bit of a painful place. You want to leave that cycle completely closed so that you can continue moving forward. So you're choosing not to continue to encourage a repetitive cycle. I think that many of you have realized if I detach myself, if I cut the cord from this, I don't have to entertain a cycle or give it the opportunity to repeat in ways that it has in the past. So I think that the main point here for you, Capricorn, is that it's pretty much about letting go of overall a very repetitive cycle, not allowing it to continue in your life. You did all the healing you needed to do. You've officially cut the cord. Now it's time to be free from this and to focus on whatever else life has to offer. All right, Capricorn, I love that for you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of zodiac signs for today. Jumping back on into our fire. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Aries, baby. What is going on? What do we got showing up here for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got rolling up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Aries peeps, we're going to get this last shuffle. And we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Aries, overall energy for you is going to be the Six of Wands in reverse. So you could be connecting here with an earth sign. No, you could be connecting here with a fire sign, such as a fellow Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Having a look here into your current energy, we do got the Queen of Cups. Having a look at what it is you're dealing with, we got here the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And then lastly, for the Aries people, we do have here the Eight of Swords showing up for the outcome. So Aries, let's go ahead and talk about it. Setting foot here into your next 24 hours. course, Six of Wands in reverse all the way to the Queen of Cups. As far as what I'm seeing for my Aries peeps, I think that right now you're a little bit let down in a situation. I think that Six of Wands reversed could represent the feeling of not necessarily feeling like it's kind of like you feel like there's not attention on you, kind of. It's almost, how do I explain this? It's almost as if like somebody here hasn't been paying attention to you. And I think that that's why you feel a little bit let down, is at least what my intuition's communicating to me, because having a look at what you're dealing with, Knight of Pentacles reversed usually represents like a situation completely went to a halt. So this could mean that somebody here has stopped messaging you, stopped showing up for you, stopped talking to you. And I feel that with this energy showing up here for you, it's like, I don't like the fact that I had this connection or I had this attention and then suddenly it's disappeared. So I feel like somebody here's kind of retracted themselves from you entirely. And that kind of came at random too. And looking at the outcome that's present being the Eight of Swords, you know, it's leaving you inside your head to wonder, what did I do? What went wrong? Was it me? Was it them? It's left you searching for answers, and those answers are unexplained. So when we go through situations like this, where situations or relationships or people kind of just drop off the face of the earth, it can lead us to pretty big overthinking spaces where we're just like, okay, was it me? Was it them? Did something happen? You know, it can make us overthink into a whole entire whirlpool of thoughts and emotions. But for situations like this, the way that I see it and the best advice that I could give you is that if somebody kind of just suddenly pulls back, best thing you can do is reach out and say, you know what happened? You know, why did we go from this to this? Why have you suddenly drawn back? And the best thing you can do is say what you need to say. Let all your feelings and emotions out in a text message, in an email, in a phone voicemail, whatever the case might be, and then leave it at that, because that's all you can do, right? If you want the answers, hopefully they'll come from that person, but overthinking in your head isn't going to give you the answers that you need. So the best thing I would say is to kind of get all your feelings and emotions out on the table, explain what you need to say to this person, then put the ball in their court, you know, because it's kind of going to be up to them from what happens next, because you said your piece. So that would be my best advice here for Aries dealing with a situation like that, where if something suddenly halted or suddenly stopped, whether that be communication or whether that be somebody's affection or whether that be, you know, somebody just showing up in general, right? Put your feelings and emotions out there and kind of like put the ball in their court. And of course, my thing is never wait on somebody who isn't waiting on you. So Aries, you know, if this person doesn't end up responding, you're allowed to move on with your life. But if they end up, you know, coming to the conclusion where there is a response, at least answers will be made here, and you can start to kind of understand hopefully more and gain some insight into the situation you're dealing with, okay? So hopefully that resonates. Hopefully it helps too. I hope I gave decent advice there for those of you, because that's the way I would handle it personally. So if it helps out, glad that it does, okay? All right, Aries, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, Alejandra Silva, thank you so much for the $2.99. Really appreciate that donation, my love. Thank you so much. All right, baby. So we did our beautiful fire, jumping on into the water. Let's have a look here at the lovely and amazing Scorpio gang. What's going on, everybody? Messages for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Scorpio, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got going on? Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be an Ace of Cups. Nice. You could be connecting here with potentially a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Having a look here at your current energy, we do got here the Fool in reverse. Taking a look at what it is you're dealing with, we do got here the Four of Cups in reverse. And then lastly here for you, Scorps, we do have here the Empress card. So Scorpio, you could be connecting here potentially with a Libra, because we do have the Empress, but you may also be dealing with an Aries, because we have here the Fool. So Scorps, Ace of Cups here to the Fool in reverse. I think that right now at this time, you're not really thinking about packing and leaving when there seems to be something that you care about in the question. I do see here with the Ace of Cups coming into play here, Ace of Cups could represent love. It can represent an overwhelming amount of fulfillment. So you have something worth staying for. And I think that taking a look at what you're dealing with here being the Four of Cups reversed, you know, somebody that you're dealing dealing with feels the exact same way. You know, when the Four of Cups is upright, Four of Cups represents ignoring somebody, it represents tuning somebody out, but with the Four of Cups in reverse, this is showing up as somebody else saying, yeah, you know what, Scorpio, you're actually worth not ignoring, you're worth paying attention to. So I feel that right now there's a bit of a vibe manifesting between you and somebody else. For many Scorpios, it's probably going to be a bit of a romantic vibe. I know not everybody wants a romantic love reading, but that's probably what it will resonate towards for many of you. You might be catching a romantic vibe with somebody right now, and you're like, well, you're not worth abandoning or running away from. They're like, you're not worth ignoring. And it's like, huh, okay, well, there's something here, right? So there's kind of like this energy where the both of you are like, our habits in the past, when it's come towards connecting with people, don't belong here. You know, Scorpio, avoiding things when they get intense or avoiding connections when feelings are coming, that's not kicking in here for you. You're like, I don't want to avoid this person because I like them. I want to be around them because I like them. And they're like, I don't want to ignore this person because I like them. I want to talk to them because I like them. And it's like, well, shit. Okay, there's something here, you know? Having a look at the outcome here being the lovely and amazing Empress card. That card is representing right here that there's a chance for a genuine true growth to actually come of this, because both of you are not feeling your fight or flight expressions where it's like, we need to walk away or run away from this. It's like, we're feeling this and we want this, and there should actually be something done about that. So for Scorpios dealing with love, or if you're not dealing with love, maybe this is genuine friendship, but you've just come to a conclusion in the next 24 hours. I'm not feeling my traits or anything that I've used to do in the past when I started to fear great genuine connection. I don't feel that kicking in. Instead, I feel comfort here, and I feel like this could be something. So it's worth continuing to invest in. All right, Scorpio, lovely message. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. If it's your story, cool. If not, no worries. By the way, hey, yo, Metaphysical Mike, what's going on, brother? Thank you so much for the 1111 donation. I was supposed to start training at my new job. My manager said that we got to do paperwork and see about training. I called him because I was confused, no answer. Something better is out there for me. You know what? Sometimes those are the little messages we need, especially messages of where we feel ignored or where we don't have that extra line of communication. You know, when something just suddenly doesn't work out the way it was supposed to, it kind of gives you that kickstart where it's like, well, if I'm not going to get a response, I might as well do something else, right? So I think that within itself is definitely a message there for you, brother. And with that being said, yeah, for sure, there's something better out there. There's always going to be something better out there. But when you do find something you're content with, that's also what's important as well, right? I'm sure there's a million other things out there that are better for every individual than what it is they're currently doing. But if you can find contentment, peace, and happiness in what you have, that's the most important thing. So, Mike, all the luck to you, man, on what you end up finding going forward. And yeah, I think that within itself was a message for you for sure. And Pisces love, thank you for the $1.99. Appreciate that. Thanks as always, and happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday to you as well, my love. Appreciate the donation. Really, really love every single one of you. Thank you all so much. All right, everybody. So we finished up our water and we did our fire. We're gonna move on into the air signs in just a sec. But do you guys like my little skull buddy back there? I don't know what I'm gonna name him. I might name him Fred. I decided to put one of my selenite wands in his mouth. It was cool though. This thing takes this is my mom's had it for years back at our very first house that we lived in together with my family. And I remember it used to light up and make noises and shit, but since it's so old, the batteries don't work anymore. So I was like, you know what? If he's not going to open up his mouth and talk, I'm going to put a selenite wand in it. So I think I'm going to name him Fred. All right. I like Fred over there. Fred's pretty cool. Mike said he wouldn't even tell me how many hours I would work today. Strange stuff for sure. You know, especially, by the way, Mike, when things aren't flowing, you know, I think that's another way too to kind of realize that certain situations aren't for you. Empress in Death says no words / answers is an answer. Absolutely. Right. I've always said that too, that silence is a very strong answer, but that within itself is true with what you were mentioning, Mike, because it's like, if things aren't flowing, that's sometimes a telltale sign that it's not, meant to work. And Julia says, I want one. Yeah, we're going through 3 different conversations right now. But getting back to my little skull friend, I like Fred. Fred is cool, man. Yeah, this was an old Halloween knickknack that we've had for years in my family. And I was like, I've never done, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've never decorated for shit. Usually on my YouTube channel, when Christmas came around, I used to wear a Santa Claus hat, but that was about it. But now that I have my own space, I live in an apartment, I have my own office, I can decorate a little bit more. It's very subtle. It's nothing crazy, but I was like, what a cool, cute little little fucking skull for Halloween, you know? So it was something cool. All right. So either way, though, without a further ado, let's go ahead and keep it popping. We finished up our beautiful fire. We did our water. Did we do our air yet? I don't believe so because I got so sidetracked. So let me see the sign lineup real quick before we continue. All right. But I believe we're on our air sign. Bum, bum, bum. Let me see real quick. Let me scroll up in the comments section. Am I correct? Is it air sign that we're on, guys? I'm so sorry. I lost my pace. You guys like Fred. I'm glad you like Fred. Scorpio. Okay, yeah, so we are in air signs. Cool. All right, so we finished up our water. We did our fire, jumping on into the air. Let's go ahead and have a look here and see what's up with the Libra. What's going on, baby? What's going on for the birthday peeps? Messages for Team Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got rolling up in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Libra, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves the last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. I want to wish you all a happy birthday, by the way, and a happy Libra season. Hope it's been fantastic for you. Taking a look here at the overall energy for you, we do have here the Ace of Cups in reverse. Moving on forward into your current energy, Libra, we do got here the Lovers in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got here the Chariot in reverse. Oh boy. And lastly for you, 10 of Cups in the reverse position. Oh boy, Libra. What the heck is going on here for you? So Libra, let's take a look at this next 24 hours for you. You start off here with the Ace of Cups in the reverse paired with the Lovers in reverse. The way that I see it is that you're kind of in the space right now where you do feel detached from somebody, you're not feeling the love from somebody, and that's what's making you want to be so detached from them. I think that most people tend to feel this way, whether it's friends, whether it's family or romantic love. When we're not feeling loved, we're not wanting to necessarily be around that person that we care about, because feeling unloved instantly makes us feel that there's nothing that we're not going to feel it again. You know, I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but it's like once we start feeling like we're not loved anymore, once we start feeling like we're being treated cold, all right, is when we start to feel like, oh shit, it's gone. It's gone forever. It's dissipated. It's disappeared. But the truth is that love comes in phases, right? There's a difference between love and being in love. You know, most people fall in love and fall out of love with one another many, many times throughout the cycle of the relationship. It's actually something that's quite normal. And I think that we care about people and we'll always care about those people, but the ways that we show it sometimes are what can make people feel like there is this lack of love. And the message I was picking up on from my guides before I even pulled cards for you is that my guides were trying to tell me it's not as serious as you think. So I feel for Libras in the next 24 hours that are feeling coldness from their partners, their family, their friends. You might feel like this is something that's incredibly serious. But as I've previously mentioned, my guides were trying to give me that message before I pull cards. Tell them it's not. So looking at what you're dealing with, Chariot reversed, it's like it kind of triggers this effect where you get really scared and worried and you're like, oh my God, everything's going backwards. And now this relationship's going to go downhill, and it makes you panic and it makes you freak out. But looking at the outcome here being the 10 of Cups reversed, just because right now you might not be in the most fulfilling place with somebody you're dealing with, doesn't mean that it can't be a 10 of Cups upright moment. It doesn't mean that it can't be something that gets better. So I feel like that is exactly what my guides are trying to get me to tell you. It's like, Libra, it might be a bit of a rough next 24, whether this is somebody you're dealing with in your family, your friends, a romantic lover. It might feel that you're unloved, or it might feel that somebody here is being cold to you, but I think it has a lot more to do about them than it has to do with you. And I think that even if you might start worrying and you might get frazzled and get anxious and start thinking, oh no, the future's about to be really, really glim and bleak, I think that if you just allow yourself to get through the next 24 hours, you're going to see that it's okay and it's not as serious as you thought it were, or that you thought it was. All right. That seems to be the message that I'm getting for you. It's like, don't worry about it. You know, if somebody seems really cold and detached, if they don't seem like they're very interested, or if they're not in a very lovey-dovey place, you know, don't get caught up in your anxiety and fear that the end is coming. more so just give that person that space in the next 24 hours. And I think things will be much different in the next day or so, or even in the next coming of days. You will see their attitude change. I'm getting that message that it's probably having to do with more about whatever it is they're going through at this time than whatever it is you've done, because I don't feel like you've initially done anything wrong anyways. So Libras, don't freak out if your person, if your friend, if your lover is just being cold, detached, weird, and it seems like they don't care. I think they just got shit going on within themselves. So at this time, give them a bit of space and maybe focus up on yourself and do something nice for you in return, right? Be that source of fulfillment for yourself here in the next 24 hours. Treat yourself, take yourself on a spa day, buy yourself something nice, get yourself some yummy food, do something that's going to make you feel really good while you kind of give this individual some space. And I think that you'll start to realize, okay, they probably just needed some space because they had some shit they were dealing with, and they'll talk to you about it later. Okay. So I don't feel like this is a ending type of reading situation. I think that somebody here is just cold and detached because of whatever kind of shit they're dealing with, and they're just not having a great way about communicating it. And we all do that, right? I think we've all had moments in our lives where we've kind of been a little shitty to the people that we love because we were going through something, but we just didn't have the right way of communicating that we were going through something. It fucking happens. So I think everything will be okay here for you. All right, Libra, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we're going to now move back on into the earth signs, and we're going to go ahead and take a look here at the lovely and amazing Taurus gang. What's going on, baby? Messages for Team Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here, please? For the zodiac signs of Taurus, messages for Team Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my beautiful bull gang, we're going to get our last shuffle, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Taurus, overall energy for you is going to be the Magician in the reverse. So you could be connecting here with a Virgo for a few of you. Having a look into your current energy, we do got the Knight of Wands reversed, looking at what you're dealing with. We got the Sun card, and then looking at the outcome for you, Taurus, we do have here the Hermit. So Taurian, setting foot here into your next 24 hours, Magician in reverse paired with the Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're not showing up for something. Some of you could be playing hooky. I don't know why that's the vibration I'm getting. Remember back in the day in high school when we used to cut class or we used to play hooky? We'd be like, bye, mom, going to school. Then you go to the beach and get drunk with your friends. That's kind of the energy I'm seeing here. But of course, many of you watching are not in high school. You're all adults here. This is the energy, though, like maybe I needed a break off from work. So in the next 24 hours, I'm going to go do something that makes me happy. You know what? I don't feel like going into my job today. I'm going to go ahead and have a fun day, right? That could be the energy here for some of you moving into your next 24 hours. But either way, the Taurian for you here, I feel this energy where there's something being avoided. Many of you probably won't avoid work or play hooky, but you're playing hooky from something. And I think that the reason behind it is because you know that the moment you have to invest into whatever it is, it's probably something you're dreading. And you know that if you jump into whatever it is that you're dreading to do, then that means that the fun is over and that the happiness is over. So you could be avoiding a dreadful conversation here in the next 24 hours. You could be avoiding, doing something that you just genuinely don't want to. Whatever the case is here, though, Taurus, I feel like you're just avoiding something that has dread to it. And looking at the outcome here being the Hermit card's like, yeah, I want to avoid this because I'm kind of happy exactly where I am right now at this time, and I don't want the fun to be over, and I don't want the happiness to be over, so I might as well continue to avoid a dreadful situation so that I don't have to invest in the dread. But Taurian, eventually you're going to have to face whatever this dreadful situation is, and you are very much so aware of that. But if you want to take one extra day to avoid something, go for it, dude. It happens. I can't tell y'all how many times I've avoided dreadful situations, whether those were deadlines, whether those were conversations, whether it was getting scolded at by bosses at old jobs. Sometimes I was like, let me just not let the happiness buzz I got going on right now get ruined. Let me just extend it one more day, then I can face the dread. Sometimes it's totally okay to do that. Don't avoid the dreadful moments forever. You're going to have to deal with them. But if you can give yourself one day of an extension, feel free to do it and live it up and enjoy yourself. All right, Taurus, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our second batch of zodiac signs for today. We're now going to move on to the last and final batch, and we'll see what we got going on here for the Leo gang. What's going on, baby? Messages for Team Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Leo, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Leo, overall energy for you is going to be the Two of Wands. So you could be dealing with potentially a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Having a look into your current energy, we do got here the Queen of Cups. Looking at what you're dealing with, you're going to be dealing with the Page of Swords, and then looking at the outcome here for you, Leo, we do got here the Ten of Swords in the reverse position. So Leo's setting foot here into your next 24 hours, we got here the Two of Wands all the way to the Queen of Cups. Pretty much what I'm feeling here for you is that you're definitely in a space right now where you don't know how to feel about a situation. Having a look at what you're dealing with the Page of Swords. I feel like you're keeping a watchful eye on somebody, but you kind of don't know how to feel about them. So when Leos kind of don't like somebody, they're not going to tell them that they kind of don't like them, but they're going to keep an eye on them to like watch them and to observe them and to see if they are okay and not that bad, or to see if they're like, you know, evil incarnate. Like a Leo will keep a watchful eye while still maintaining to be incredibly friendly. So I feel this vibration for you in the next 24 hours where it's like you're not going to flat out be a dick to somebody, but there's something about them that maybe you do feel is kind of off. So you're doing a bit of investigating, you know, maybe you're doing a bit of investigating about a new person that's entered your friend circle, maybe somebody's new boyfriend, like your friend's new boyfriend, something seems a little bit off about him, whatever the case might be for you. I just feel like you're keeping a watchful eye because there's something your gut is telling you, but you want to make sure obviously that what your gut is saying is correct, which I totally understand and I respect. So Leos, I feel like in your next 24 hours, you don't really know how to feel about somebody, so you're paying a little bit more attention to them so that you can gather the conclusion of what it is you truly feel. Totally okay. It's not, you know, anything crazy. It's not major stalking. It's minor stalking, and it's fine. All right, Leo, I'm a Leo Venus, so I get you, dude. Okay. Looking at the outcome here being the Ten of Swords reversed. Ten of Swords reversed here says, yes, right now I'm not in a position to where I'm going to go in for the kill and make up my mind. I'm going to take a step back right now before I make any crazy decisions, and I'm just going to figure out who somebody is, what they have to bring to the table, who they truly are, and really investigate and get to know somebody before I make any sort of judgment. So Leos, that's what I feel here for you. It could be, like I said, maybe your friend's new boyfriend, maybe this is a new person that entered your friend group, maybe you met somebody on a dating app. You're like, I want to get to know somebody first and really get to keep a watchful eye on them to see who they are and what kind of person they are, you know, before I start to feel comfortable, which I get it. I think everybody should always keep a watchful eye sometimes because not everybody always has the best intentions. So in doing so, you're just paying close attention to them. You're bringing it into your awareness. All right, Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all of our beautiful fire signs for today's daily reading. Jumping on into our water signs now. Let's have a look here at the Cancer gang. What's up, baby? What do we got going on here for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. By the way, for the 170 viewers in the chat today, if y'all could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. What do we got going on here, please, for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Cancerian people, let's see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Cancer. Overall energy for you is going to be the Four of Wands. I love that for you, man. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Having a look here at your current energy, Seven of Cups reversed. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we got here the Emperor in reverse. And then lastly for you, Cancer, we do have here the Moon card. Very cool stuff. Cancer, let's go ahead and talk about it for you. So setting foot into your next 24 hours, Four of Wands here, all the way to the Seven of Cups in reverse. What this feels like to me for you, Cancer, is that you're in a space here right now where you have your eye on one thing and one thing only, and it looks like it's going incredibly well here for you. Four of Wands can symbolize a relationship, okay? So this could mean that you got your eye on your partner only and things are going really well and you're super happy-dappy. So I like that energy for Cancers in love, but even if it's not a Cancer in love, it could be about a Cancer and a business they've started, a Cancer and a friend, a Cancer and a new type of path or a new type of journey they started, or a new regiment or a new hobby. There's something in your life that I do feel is going incredibly well for you right now, and there's a lot of happiness and stability coming from it. Taking a look at what it is you're dealing with, Emperor reverse, it almost feels like you're in a space right now where you're not feeling like you have to be in control or you have to be on top of everything, because everything is kind of just flowing so perfectly here for you. So for example, right? Sometimes when we start businesses, we can overmanage, right? We can make sure that we do everything and everything has to be perfect and everything has to be right. But if you're a Cancer who started a business, it's like everything's kind of free flowing perfectly how it should be. Same thing with a relationship. Sometimes we feel that a relationship has to be this way and we have to do this and we have to do that. But it's like, we don't, because this relationship is just flowing perfectly and there's nothing for me to be worried about. So it's kind of like you don't need to be the manager here, Cancer. Emperor in reverse, because right now everything feels so natural to you. So there's something going on in your life right now, whatever it may be to you, love, business, a personal goal, it's just flowing in the ebb and flow and it feels fucking good. And I love it for you, man. Looking at the outcome here being the Moon card here says there's a lot of emotions that are warped up into whatever this is, but it's all the good kinds is what I'm hearing here for you, Cancer. Lots of good emotions, lots of happiness, lots of gratitude here as well for whatever situation you're dealing with. So if you're a Cancer right now and you got something going good in your life, live it up and be present, right? The best thing we can do in life is never worry about the good stuff, you know, when it'll end or if it'll ever end. It's more about enjoying it while it's right in front of us. So if you're a Cancer and the good stuff is happening, if something great and fantastic is going on in your life right now, soak it all up, be incredibly freaking present, and enjoy yourself, okay? That is the best thing I can tell you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, Crystal Coleman, thank you so much for the $4.99 donation. Really, really appreciate that, my love. Thank you for your donation, all right? All right, baby. So all of the water signs are done. All the fire signs are done. Jumping on into the air sign. What do we got going on here for the Aquarius gang? What's up, baby? Messages for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Aqua peeps, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Aquarius, overall energy for you is going to be the Judgment in reverse. So you could be connecting here potentially with a Scorpio for a few of you. I swear the Aquarians and the Scorpios are always intertwined. It's like an Aquarius and a Scorpio are like soulmates for sure. Okay. Having a look here into your current energy. Hello. I showed you guys the back of the card. Look at your current energy, y'all. Your current energy, Aquarius. We got the Seven of Cups reversed, taking a look at what you're dealing with. We got here the Eight of Wands, and then lastly for you, we do got here the Two of Wands showing up upright. So Aquarius, coming into your next 24 hours, Judgment in reverse here to the Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel like at this time, you're really choosing to I feel like you're making a judgment call here to like commit to something is kind of what I'm picking up on. I think that right now you're choosing one thing and one thing only, and you're going with it and you're rolling with it. I feel like with the outcome here being the Two of Wands is kind of representing indecision for you, Aquarius. And I think you're realizing that the more indecisive I've been, the more stagnancies have been manifested and created in my life. So the more, you know, that I've been standing still, or the more that I've been overwhelmed with too many choices, or more I've been indecisive, you know, the more stagnant my life has been. And that's not what I want for myself at this time. So it's kind of like you're being called to just go with something, commit to it, and go with the flow. Whether we're talking about love here, whether it's about your career, whether it's about a personal goal of yours, you're being reminded here that sometimes in life we got to take it one thing and one step at a time. If we overwhelm ourselves with too many choices, or if we're constantly indecisive, it's always going to put us in a place to where we're not making any sort of moves. So for any Aquarians right now that have been feeling overwhelmed or indecisive, kind of settle down to one thing. Pick one thing and roll with it. If it turns out that that thing's not for you, open yourself up to other options and opportunities down the line. But you'll never really know if something's truly for you or not unless you actually give it some time and commit to it. So don't be afraid to get your feet in the water and to get your entire body wet is what you're being told here at this time. Throw yourself in that ocean, experience it all. If it's for you, great. If not, get the fuck out of the water and jump into something new. You know, that's the vibe that I got here for you, setting foot into your next 24 hours. So Aquarius, do take it how it resonates if it applies to you. Hopefully it does. Not entirely sure if this will resonate to all of you, but I just get that vibe of like, you know, I've been feeling too indecisive about what to do. Well, choose something. It doesn't matter what it is. Just choose something, give it some time, commit to it, settle into it. Don't be afraid to get your entire body in the water and see how it goes and what it does for you. If it's right for you, cool. If not, there will be more for you going forward. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense there for y'all. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Cause man, it sure as heck resonates to me in certain areas of my life, man. Well, more so of me in the past. Cause in the past, y'all did not know the past Anthony, but the past Anthony was so indecisive. I was so indecisive, man. I used to be that person that would be so stagnant in life because I just couldn't make a choice. I just couldn't. And at the end of the day, from not making choices, I've lost out and missed out on so much, especially in specific situations I've dealt with. So it's worth it sometimes to just pick it, roll with it, and see where it goes, because the longer you delay the opportunities in front of you, you're just going to miss out on them inevitably. All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So all the air is done, all the water's done, all the fire's done. Last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and have a look here at the Virgos, okay? What do we got going on for my beautiful Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Virgo people, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Virgo. Overall energy for you is going to be here, the Chariot. So you could be connecting here potentially with a Cancer for some of you. Having a look here into your current energy, we do got here the Hermit in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we do got here the Ten of Cups in reverse. And then lastly for you, Virgo, we have a Page of Cups in reverse showing up for the outcome. A little bit of intense energies, but I can see why. I feel that with the Hermit in reverse showing up here, by the way, Hermit card represents the zodiac of Virgo, paired with the Chariot, it's basically saying that I can't keep going back to an unfulfilling situation, especially when you kind of already knew it was unfulfilling, right? Sometimes we know that things are not what fulfill us, but we'll go back to them in hopes that they could change. By the way, Katie, thank you for the $2 donation. I appreciate that a lot, my love. But I totally get this because I've done it in lots of moments in my life too. It's like you'll go back to something in hopes that it'll change, but the change isn't up to you. You can't be the person to make something change. Only the external or the outside source has to be the person to make the change. So for example, let's say this is about going back to your ex. You go back in hopes that your ex changes, but they will only change if they want to. They will only change if they choose to, right? Let's say that you go back to your workplace in hopes that things would be different. They'll only be different if your boss chooses to treat you different, if your working environment chooses to treat you different. So at the end of the day, the choice of change doesn't fall under you. It falls under an external source outside of yourself. And I think that for many of you, you're realizing that and you're realizing how it's not worth it. I can't keep going back to a situation that's unfulfilling in hopes that it'll be different this time, when it'll only be different if the opposing energy chooses to make it different. So for many of you here, with the Chariot being the overall energy, Chariot card is all about keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And with the outcome here being the Page of Cups reversed, this is about no longer giving your energy all the way into this Ten of Cups reversed energy. I'm done giving my vibe to unfulfilling situations, because you know what? They're never going to change unless they want to change. And if somebody here doesn't show me, or if a situation doesn't show me that it's changed for the better, why bother even going back? Absolutely. So Virgo, that's what I feel in store here for you in your next 24 hours. It's like, I'm going to choose here not to keep going back to an unfulfilling situation, because it's only going to change if it wants to change. And I'd rather not waste my time. I'd rather spend my time investing in situations that I know damn well are exactly what I'm looking for. Hell yeah, Virgo. So I love that for you. And I think we all get caught in this sometimes, right? We're all human. I've definitely tried to change shit that I can't change plenty of times in my life. I've definitely went back to certain relationships hoping that it would be different. But then I realized, that person that I was dating, that person is not going to be who I wish they were, And considering that they didn't choose to change and they only showed up as who they are, I had to realize I can't keep doing this over and over again. I need to open my heart to the person out there that really is exactly in alignment for me, So I think we all have been through moments like this, but I'm happy to see that you're opening yourself up to the new, and you're done going back to what's unfulfilling, but instead keeping your heart and keeping your soul open for what will be. Okay. All right, Virgo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Guys, thank you all so much, man, for coming out to the daily reading. I really freaking appreciate it, man. Thank you all so much for being here. For everybody that's up in the chat right now, if you guys could drop a like, that would be awesome. Thank you all so much for those of you that are tuning in. For everybody who sent in donations today, which was quite a bit of people, thank you all so much for that. It really helps out a lot more than you all know. Thank you for your generosity and your support. It is really gratefully appreciated, and thank you once again. As a reminder to everybody, if you want to follow me on my social medias, you can follow me on Twitter at @PoppinTarot, and you can also follow me on Instagram at CancerMoons.tarot. Please keep in mind, I don't have any multiples or duplicates of my social medias. So if the only Instagram I have is CancerMoons.tarot, a lot of people impersonate me. So make sure that you are following the correct one if you follow me on Instagram. Now, if you want any of my official social medias, all you have to do is go in my description box down below, and you will be able to see every social media that I own and that I use, and you can follow the proper ones to be up to date. If anybody here is new and you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe, baby. I would greatly appreciate it if you want to join the Soul family. So if you're new here, please do consider subscribing and turning on notifications so that you never miss when I upload or when I go live. That would be appreciated as well. A couple of updates. Coming up tomorrow, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, your videos will be available for October 2022. So water signs, stay tuned for your videos tomorrow. Your October monthly readings will be available to you, okay? For the air signs, you guys are already up. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, your videos are out already for the month of October. If you haven't seen your monthly yet and you're an air sign, check it out. It's currently available on my channel. This week, I will be running through the rest of the monthlies for October. I'll be doing my best to get all of those finished and uploaded for you. So if you have not seen your monthly video yet, stay patient. I'm going to do my best to get it out to every single one of you as quickly as possible, okay? But all right, everybody, man, I had fun today. Thank you for spending time with me. It's always super duper appreciated. All of you are loved, and I thank you all so much. With that being said, I will catch you all tomorrow. And yeah, and by the way, once again, water signs will be available tomorrow. Mark asked, will there be more letters? As for if you're referring to the letter shorts, it was kind of like a one-time series. I'm not sure if I'm going to do more of those, but if I will do more of those, they will probably be on my second channel, which you all can follow, by the way. It's called @MoreCancerMoons. Go in the description below if you want to go ahead and subscribe to my second YouTube channel. That is where I'll be uploading shorts content as well as bonus content that I decide to film. So if you want to check out the second channel, there will be more content on there soon for all of you to watch and enjoy. All right, everybody. I love you all so much. Have a fantastic and amazing Tuesday. Enjoy your day today, and I will see you all in the next video. Much love to my soul family, and have yourselves a good one. Later, y'all, and peace.